Wow, we're almost in our 20s. Only by 5 more episodes.
I can stream to TikTok.
Apparently.
I guess that makes sense.
Oh?
It fell off.
Yeah, but I feel like TikTok
Let's
Live
get
is
it.
really worth doing if you're doing like that fucking clickbait content.
Yeah.
Like if
Hey, but who knows?
click on my profile to join my live and watch the anime girl flash her titties.
Can we get a money? Let's get a money gun, guys. If we get a money gun, I will put this Minecraft block on. But we need a money gun, guys. Come on, guys.
Never knocking the hustle, but
I respect the hustle, but there's a point where it goes from hustle to begging. Literally just begging.
If I'm holding my water bottle, that means I'm in love with the moderator. Those kind of clickbaity ones are annoying.
The ones that I hate the most is the one where it's like the dude is like screaming while underneath a giant water balloon and he's just like slowly filling it until it pops.
Oh my, I hate those.
Cause he
They're
would literally wait
annoying.
until he gets like 1,000, like literally he would wait until he gets like $100 worth of donations before he fills it to the point where it pops. Meanwhile, the whole time he's like, no, don't donate, I'll get soaked, no, my phone's in my pocket, no, don't donate.
Oh god. Could you imagine
And
being
it's
that
annoying.
desperate for
It's
cash?
annoying as shit. Anyway, we are live. Welcome to the beginning of the stream. Last time we left off on Beyond the Fourth Wall. You guys managed to escape the Necrostorm after defeating the wizard. He had disappeared. Who knows where he went? Hopefully you guys will find out and stop any of his future plans to destroy something somewhere at some point in time. You guys loaded a cart with refugees sick and dying while making your way to the nearest town of Famps, where you dropped off a good bit of people to be taken to the town's local apothecary. God, words are hard. To the town's local apothecary, lightening your load a little bit and allowing you to travel a little bit faster to the next town of Villathon, where you dropped off a good majority of your people, as their town was much more suited to healing magic and healing herbs and medicines, which is what brings us to the border of Solacy, where we left off with Duzon. Duzon receiving confirmation from their god that they did indeed do what they were supposed to do. They stopped the wizard from making the Necrostorm any worse, and they succeeded in saving as many innocents as they could. With that confirmation, Duzon's flower wilted and then was reborn as this bright, fiery orange daffodil. As Duzon noticed the color of his flower, he did notice that a twinkling falling star was shooting across the sky, and as it shot across the sky, the flower pulsed, and that's where we come back to our session with Duzon.
Yes.
You see this shooting star in the sky, and as you hold your flower up towards it, it starts to pulse.
obviously, innately, I sense that this is something to do with my deity.
Something.
If it's a good thing or a bad thing, like, are we like in the town right now, or are we just outside of it?
You are, you have basically set up camp on the border of town because none of you guys wanted to spend money for an inn.
Gotcha.
Also,
and
I'm
what
pretty
time of
sure
day is it?
It is firmly night. It is like,
Okay.
it's like 2 or 3. It's like 2 or 3 in the morning.
Gotcha. Yeah, no, Do I take it as just as simply as a sign that, oh, she's with me and oh, all is good? Or is there something more to it here that I'm not seeing?
Do you want to try
Too
and make a
strange.
religion check?
Sure.
Okay.
Let me do religion. I'm so good at those.
And that's a 13.
With a 13. While not really giving into anything religious-wise, you do kind of, as you're like looking at the flower and like kind of moving it around, you do notice that the closer the flower gets to the shooting star, the more it pulses. Almost like a homing beacon.
Does this mean something strange? Ever so strange. I am gonna make. I'm gonna look up at it and like. So what is this? Does this just look like a meteor heading downwards, or is it just crossing the sky?
It looks like it is falling from the sky.
Oh, so like oh, that's a meteor. Okay. Okay, that's a bit more of a concern here. Okay. So I'm gonna. So I'm gonna look. Oh, what do I do? Everyone else is like asleep, right?
Yeah, you were the only one still awake.
Shit. I'm like, shall I? I'll attempt a prayer, and I'll say like, Borealis, is this a sign of hope or a sign of danger?
Make a religion check.
That is a 23.
1 second.
Oh, fantastic. With a 23, that is a critical success. Are you moving at all during this prayer? Like, are you going towards it, or are you just staying still?
I'm just staying still.
A whisper of leaves just kind of flows along the trail towards where this meteor seems to be falling towards. Check it out. Just to be safe. Make sure no one gets hurt.
I shall. How far away is like the landing site from?
Make a perception check.
Oh crap. Alrighty. That's a natural 20.
Oh, cool.
Plus 10, so that's a 30.
You know the exact place of where this is going to land based off of the trajectory.
Oh wow.
And
Alright, so So I'm gonna wake up my elk and I'm gonna ride over there.
Alright, perfect. So yeah, you wake up your elk. Roll me a handle animal real quick.
And animal handling. That's under
Nature.
nature. That's nature. That's another nat 20.
You kind of
That's no joke.
You kind of wake up your elk and it's just kind of begrudgingly just like
Come, we must go.
it begrudgingly shakes off the sleep after like just finished eating the grass you gave it and laid down for the first time in like a day.
My apologies. I will increase your rations when we get back.
It kind of gives you that look of you better.
Come, let's go. And out of character, I'm gonna set this die aside and test it for later.
All right, that is on you.
Yeah, because I got 2 nat 20s in a row, and I'm like, I don't know about that.
Suspicious.
That was a little sus.
Anyway,
But yes.
You get up on your moose elk thingy.
Moose Elk, the
your milk.
YouTuber.
Your milk.
Milk.
And you ride to where this thing is going to crash.
Okay.
You arrive just before, you arrive to this not so distant pumpkin field. It is to the. It is to the slightly. It's about half a mile to a mile northeast of the village that you're at. At this small little farm. It's small, but it's also like has a large pumpkin patch because pumpkin patches need a lot of space to grow.
Mm-hmm.
And you see this meteor just crash land at this pumpkin patch. And a small,
Is there any...
there is no people. Well, there's people awake now because they heard this giant meteor crash. From what you can tell, nobody was in the field working, except for like maybe a scarecrow.
Oh no, Scarecrow!
You do see that a fire starts though.
Oh, that's not good. Oh, that's not good. Is there a source of water
There's
around?
a well.
I am going to... Do I have any other natural fire retardant?
I don't know. Do you?
I don't think so. That was just a dumb question. So I'm gonna go over and run over to the well.
At this point,
And try
you see
and
the
get-
farmer is like out in his house and he's like, he's like, holy shit! Turns to see a giant tree at his well. Good idea, tree man! And kind of starts running towards the well and picks up a bucket on the way.
Aid me in putting it out.
Yeah, you got it. It's my farm after all. I don't fancy losing it.
And you won't.
He's gonna come over. He has 2 buckets in his hand. He's gonna toss you 1.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and fill that motherfucker up.
You tie the rope on the well to the bucket, throw the bucket, and you hear it splash and pull it back up.
Okay.
You now have bucket of water.
Bucket of water, we love it.
The farmer is gonna do the same thing as you untie your bucket.
Cool.
You may act first.
So I have water in my bucket by this point, right?
Yeah, you have water in your bucket.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and find a spot where the fire is like the largest and just toss it on there.
You go into this pumpkin patch, and you see a small crater, and the crater seems to have been engulfed in a small flame.
Alright, yep, that's where it's going.
You dump water on this flame. Go ahead and roll me an athletics check just to see how well you throw this bucket of water.
Don't fail me now, athletics. Okay, that is a 19.
I like to think that you hold the bucket in one hand and just throw the whole bucket, watering all at the fire.
If it works, okay, I'm cool with that.
As you throw this bucket of water and the water splashes all over, you hear the flame almost immediately goes out as you hear a
Like all of it?
steam. As the steam clears, you notice that one of the pumpkins is still actively on fire as the farmer rushes over and throws another bucket in. When the water splashes over this pumpkin the fire does not go out.
I don't like that.
Instead, you see it just turn into steam and fizzle out, and then the fire reduces, gets calmer, and almost like flows inside of this pumpkin.
All right. That's okay.
And that is when we will see this character arrive.
Uh-oh. I don't like this. Nah, because now I have to check roll 20.
Let's see if I remember to load this art into roll 20 or not.
We shall. For a second, I thought you were playing like the heartbeat on roll 20, and I'm like, Don, don't do that.
No, not yet.
Oh, yet. Oh, I hate that.
Does not seem I was smart enough to load this picture into roll 20, so let me do that now.
Ah, yes, of course.
D&D shit. Tokens. I know it's here somewhere. Oh, is it not gonna load because it's a JPEG? Oh, it might work still.
I don't
This
see why it
character-
wouldn't. Uh-oh. Are we on the same page in roll 20?
No, you're not gonna see it just yet because I need to make it bigger, but it won't go bigger. There it goes.
It's gotta be big. Because I'm still on the world map.
Yeah, I'll move you in a second.
Okay.
You see, as the pumpkin's eyes light up with this fire, as it almost looks like a jack-o'-lantern has been carved into this pumpkin very suddenly, you see this character.
Oh,
Did
dear.
it not work?
Oh, it's loading.
There you
I don't like this.
go. Instead of that devious smile and evil-looking eyes, it's more like just big round eyes and a small little mouth. And the candle is, instead of its hand, the candle is in its in the hollowed out part of the jack-o'-lantern. And that is what is providing the light to the eyes. And approach
I'm going to approach this thing and raise my shield. Not necessarily threatening to attack it, but like preparing if he does. And that's all I'm gonna do until he says or does anything.
As you approach this character, it kind of looks to you. This thing is much smaller than you are. This thing is about rari size.
Okay.
It kind of looks at your feet and then just looks up, looks back down, and then it kind of just like it recognizes you for what you are and kneels before you.
Are you friend or foe?
It speaks no words. It just is kneeling and bowing its head before you.
What would be the equivalent of... For some reason, I have lore in the Abyss. Does this have anything to do with the Abyss?
Roll to find out.
Alright, I'm gonna roll for Abyss lore. 24.
This is definitely not something from the Abyss. From what you know about the Abyss, it is infamous for having no source of light, just being completely devoid of light and natural life.
Okay.
But you do know that whatever this thing is, it seems to be bowing down before you.
Okay, so do I definitely see this as a sign of respect?
I don't know, do you?
I don't know, because this thing suddenly just sprouted from a meteor and it's like caused a bunch of fire to happen to this poor guy's farm. And now I see this thing sprout from a fire that wouldn't extinguish. And instead of attacking me, he's kneeling towards me. And you know what? I'm gonna he's gonna test something. He's gonna like lower, he's gonna with his shield raised, he's gonna say, "Rise."
It'll stand up from its kneeling position and just look to you.
Do you speak?
It nods.
May you prove it.
Do you speak the language of fire?
What languages do I speak? That's a good question. I don't even know if I have anywhere that written anywhere. I highly doubt it. I'm gonna say details. Oh, I know Common and Sylvan. So I'm guessing it's not Sylvan.
This thing is speaking Pyric, the elemental language of fire.
I love that name for it. But
Ignis?
sadly, I do not speak Pyric.
What'd you say, Prince?
I thought it was called Ignis.
It's called Pyric. Or at least that's what it says
Pyric.
in the Path Builder.
It's dialect I'm doing now.
It might be a dialect, yeah. It kind of recognizes that you don't understand the language it's speaking, and then it starts speaking Fey, which you do recognize as the Fey language because you know Sylvan.
Okay, so it's like you speaking, me speaking Icelandic, and they're speaking Danish.
Actually, I don't see Sylvan. Sylvan is the language of the Fae, so you do understand this, I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
Unless you mean Elvish.
Sylvan. Sylvan is what it says.
Huh.
Yeah.
About one.
What of it, brother?
Give me one
So
second.
just
I'm trying to figure out the difference between Sylvan and Fae.
Give me
Oh.
give me that which one is that?
wasn't okay. Fae are like the.
I always thought
Fae creatures and
Sylvan
are
was the
creatures.
language of the Fae.
That's what I'm thinking as well. Yeah, Sylvan is the language of the Fae.
Yeah, that's what Sylvan is.
Yeah, Sylvan is
It's
the
like a-
language of the Fae. So you can definitely understand this creature when it speaks the language of the Fae.
That's
It's
awesome,
like
brother.
made from Fae. The Fae and Silver are two. It's like British versus English. British English versus English English. That's basically the difference.
Oh, okay.
But yeah,
See, that makes a lot of sense.
Sylvan came from the Fae.
so yeah, you can definitely understand what this thing is saying.
All right, so what does it say? I ask it to speak.
It's kind of just like, it's this thing was kind of just born, so it barely knows any words in its not native language. So it's kind of just like, hello. Hello.
Do you mean to attack?
Attack. Harm. No.
Burn.
Have you come to aid me?
It kind of like, you can try, you basically see it, understand the Fey language, translate it into Pyric, find the right word for Pyric, translate it into Sylvan, and it's like, yes.
Good. I will be the judge of that. Lowers his shield. Come. Watch your flame. Follow me back to camp.
It will do so.
Actually, better yet, is his entire body on fire or just like the candle inside him?
Just the candle inside of his head.
I'm gonna lift him up and just ride with him on the elk.
Okay. You do so easily.
That's-
This character is extremely light.
Yeah. So as I do that, I'm just gonna take him back and I'm going to lay a bed of find a bunch of stones and lay a bed of like kind of a fire pit, but more of like a way so that he doesn't burn the grass and while everyone's asleep.
Okay.
Do I have to roll anything to do that, or do I just do that?
I'm gonna say you can just do that. You're basically on a gravel roadway.
Okay, that's fair. So I say, sit, lay, or whatever you want here. This is where you will rest.
It kind of
Dog
nods as it looks to the fire that is in your campsite.
Who falls asleep in the fire?
Cool. All right, and then with that, I'm just going to take my stance and wait until morning.
This thing kind of looks to the fire, looks to you. You can see it's trying to speak in common because it heard you saying common words. But it's like, what word? What did you said?
I said, "Are you here? Are you like? Can you speak, or are you here to help?"
It's like, ha, help, spa, eek.
Good.
It's an ESL class, my dude.
With that, it'll quickly become morning for those of you that are still asleep. And as you guys wake up, Duzon has discovered a new friend who is just sitting and staring very intently into the fire.
Duzon,
Yeah, yes.
who is that?
I haven't.
Fire elemental.
I don't think he has a name, but I found him last night.
Is it a he?
Good question.
Okay.
According to him, he is here to aid us.
I always wanted to marry an elemental.
I look down at this little thing, and he says, "Do you have a name?"
It is going to shake its head, and in common, it's going to say no.
No.
Oh, what does this thing look like?
Look and roll 20. It's like a little. It's like a wee skeleton with like a jack-o'-lantern head.
It's
like a little, about rari size.
Jack-o'-lantern for a head. A candle is inside a jack-o'-lantern, and its body and limbs are made up of vines,
That looks badass.
like pumpkin vines.
So, that isn't disturbing at all with the, it's that,
I
like,
find this utterly fascinating. Oh, there it is.
It kind
Oh.
of turns to you, Vixen. Fast in eating.
Oh, it can speak common. Oh. Most elementals don't bother speaking.
He heard me speak to him. I assume he wants to learn.
Oh my god. We can do ESL classes. CSL classes. Common as a second language.
I mean, works.
This Vixen as this tutor for language is beautiful. I don't know why. She's been sketching this dude and just writing everything about him. Just like, oh my god, what is this thing? I need to study it. But it's a living, breathing being. I cannot just study it like it's in a lab. So be chill, Vixen, be chill.
It hears you say the word study, and it's just kind of like, study, calm.
Oh, she wants to study common. Wish I had my flashcards. I could make like a language game.
Language flash.
The immediate teacher mode. Oh yeah, 100%. This is like immediate teacher mode. Like, oh my god, I can get a basic alphabet.
It is
going
probably. To try to speak to you, Vixen, in Pyric. Do you know Pyric?
Pyric. I don't. Let me see. About languages. I know Muan, which is the language of elementals in general, but not Pyric itself specifically.
Okay, that might work. Hold on. That might work. What's the language called?
Muan. It's like Mulan without the L, basically.
I'm going to say that is the root of the different elemental languages. So it'd be like essentially Latin to Spanish.
Like I can get some words, but not everything.
You are getting most of it, but some of it you can't get.
Yeah. Like, oh, that doesn't translate well. Oh.
What it is going to say to you
I understand you. Yes. This is gonna be. I'm like, I really know yes. So it's like, whatever yes is in elemental, I'm like, yes. Little.
It kind of like, its eyes kind of like just grow a little bigger. The flame behind it lights up a little brighter. No.
Its flame reacts to its emotions. Sorry.
It's like, okay, it knows a little. Game is big words. You help Flame learn Common.
Yes. Help. Learn. You see her like trying to translate in her head. Like, yes. Help. Learn.
It kind of walks over to you, pokes your leg a little bit, tugs on your coat.
Ew. It's like, oh my god. Oh my god. It's like, oh my god. What the fuck? Oh, I'm in pain. I'm in pain. I've been hit by a cute attack. Also now, I think in her head, she said that you help Flame, and she's just automatically assumed that is now its name. In its head, like in her head, she's calling it Flame. Vixen like gets right on to work, like she's writing out a rudimentary alphabet of like elemental to common lettering to see if this is like the, you know, alphabet to the root of all languages. So she's trying to like make a common to elemental dictionary.
Rari, what is your reaction to this thing?
Well, Rari, for one, is grateful for a creature more his size, but also, like, he has never, outside of Duzon, seen another plant folk, like, thing. And, like, the concept of, like, being from an elemental plane is quite new to him. So he's just like, fire, but you're a plant. How does that work?
After this thing is done kind of investigating Vixen, trying to figure out what they know and what they are, it turns to you, Rari, and walks over to you, looks you up and down.
Teacher.
Hello?
It takes a minute to try and translate through like 2 other different languages because it's just hearing Common for the first time.
Yes, hello. Rory's kind of thinking to themselves, I wonder if fiery plants, like, speak dragon. As I am proficient in speaking Draconic, I will start talking to him in Draconic. Do you know, this tongue?
As you speak to it, it recognizes that you're speaking to it and then just walks over, tugs on your hood, cloak, and then just pokes you in the chest.
What are you doing?
Okay. He just reverts back to common.
As he kind of just goes around and it's just like, as he was like near Duzon, he's like, grand one, fleshy, scaly.
Oh my god. Vixen has collapsed from the cuteness overload because they look like little preschoolers playing together, and she has sketched that image, and it is going to be in her sketchbook forever, of just like this plant thing poking Duzon, and Duzon looking completely like what?
Preschoolers.
You don't understand. She is having a cuteness overload. Was adorable.
Yes, I suppose I would be scaly.
I am in fact fleshy. As sad as that is. Maybe I should replace one of my limbs.
Imagine being fleshy and not a leshy.
Uh-huh.
Go to the punjo. Go to the punjo.
It kind of points to you, Vixen. Trying to say the word flesh is like flesh, flesh.
Bullsh. That's the word. Bullsh. You said scaly. Oh, skin. Yes, flesh.
Flesh.
Flesh. Yes.
Ash. Ash.
Let's not talk about that fact that she has like passing thoughts of maybe replacing some of her limbs with, prosthetics because maybe they'd be more useful.
You
don't
go
know.
to the robots and get a robot limb.
Fully, she might. She's crazy. She doesn't really care about her human body. If it's not her mind, she doesn't care about it that much.
Looking towards you, it points to Rari, and says in Pirate scales. Common.
Scales. Yes. I was like translating in my head with usage on that time.
Times it tries to say the word scales in common, it's kind of just like it gets the SCH really well, but as soon as it goes from that to the ale, it's like just turns into fire noises.
Are A's hard for fire people?
It's a lot of sk and sk.
I don't know how would you make this. Can't say scaly. It's just the A, right? So skulls, no.
What does everybody want to do now that it's morning?
I'm gonna go ahead and give my elk those rations I promised him for getting up so early.
It is going to take those rations and it is going to enjoy them thoroughly.
I would like to include inside those rations a sweet dose of honeysuckle.
Okay, it'll enjoy them very thoroughly.
Nice. That's all I ever wanted for him. He does me good.
That's all I ever wanted.
He does me good. He deserves it. He deserves it. What a king.
Other than that,
Prepare potions,
like to do, you can
I guess.
go into town, you can keep traveling to where you want to go.
Well,
Where are we trying to go?
to the
You weren't here
outpost.
last session, were you?
No. I was like, yeah, where are we going exactly?
You guys escaped the Necrostorm, and you're bringing refugees to the embassy where you grew up.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's gonna be fun. Gonna be so fun. Loving the elven embassies. They're so understanding and open towards other races.
I mean, Rari feels almost like compelled to keep going to just get to the embassy. A, just so that he can finally have some sense of familiarity.
Yeah. Do the people because we're transporting like refugees and stuff, like do they look like they need more stuff? Because then I guess I would probably.
No, you were helping them out a lot last session, so much so that I basically had you expend all of your resources. You have them back now because you had a full preparation of a night's rest.
Yeah, but basically that's why. Okay, so they're good. Then yeah, probably keep if they don't need anything, I don't think we really need anything. Yeah, I guess I spend the morning making potions to prepare for the day and work on my magic cauldron and see if I get anywhere with that.
And now you also have to work on flashcards for Flame.
Yes,
Good.
I have to work on and language cards. Like this is a cat, and there's the word for cat in elemental, and then cat in common. It's like cat, and a little drawing of a cat. Cat, cat,
And then
bat.
after you say, it's like at.
Oh my god, I should do phonetic spelling. Oh my god, I'm so dumb. You're right. Phonetic spelling. We go with C, A H, A, and then we're gonna T. Phonetic spelling. I should have known. Dummy. Okay, there's all phonetically spelled now, so you can like sound it out with how it's supposed to sound. Yes.
I like to think that it's elemental, common, phonetic, common. Phonetic,
Oh yeah, it's a mess.
elemental.
It's crazy. It's freaking great. I love it. Like I'm learning as he's learning too, so it's fine. Yeah, you know, maybe she wanted to be a teacher.
You're always
Maybe she
you're
was
just
supposed to be a
slowly
teacher.
learning how to speak Pyric.
Yes, literally, we're teaching each other. This is the language exchange. Every time I teach him a word from Pyric to Common, I also learn that word in Pyric. So,
Little Flame sees that it's morning now and is going to put its hand into the fire. The fire is going to travel up their arm into one of their eye holes, and the fire will be extinguished.
does it look? I don't know. Like that helped it? Like, was it a good thing? Did it need to eat?
It looked like it just put out the fire.
Oh, okay. Let's say, like, do you need to eat fire or something? Do I need to start making bombs or something?
It says no.
Okay. Just, I don't want anybody to starve. I'm not gonna hate on you if you eat fire. Some people eat nightmares. I don't know. Wrong campaign.
It says in common, can bring back.
Oh, okay, that's good. Ooh, that's probably a personal question. Yeah, I don't think I have anything I need to do. Work on the walking cauldron, making a bunch of potions.
Hey Vixen,
Yes.
real quick, roll me just a flat will save.
Wow, we'll say. Oh my god. Oh my god, why not?
What?
Love that.
What?
Where's my wills? Girl. Oh, here it is, right here.
Girl, what are we doing?
What's it rolling for me? Let me use the site on my computer because it's not rolling for me on my tablet for some
How
reason.
you roll a flat
Will save. Okay.
You roll a flat save just by rolling a d20. Don't add anything to
Oh, okay, 15.
it. Okay, yeah, you're good.
I don't add it. What happened? Can I tell what happened?
No.
Ah, damn. My first thought was, oh my god, he was so cute, I almost actually passed out.
He was so cute, man.
It literally had that cute aggression where I almost wanted to destroy him because he was so cute.
Not cute aggression.
You know, when you bite people because you love them.
No.
Little prestidigitation, get myself clean. Because I can't look anything but my best, obviously, if we're going to the embassy. Shit.
Anyway, now that your fire is extinguished and you finished packing up your little camp, what do you guys? Are you gonna go into town? Are you gonna keep moving forward? What do you guys want to do?
Rari would like to move forward.
I'm good with moving forward.
Yeah, if the people don't need anything, I don't think I need anything. Not anything I could find in this town.
The most that they are gonna do is ride with you guys until they get to the next Elven's town.
I doubt there's gonna be like an alchemist or something out here, so I might as well wait till we get to the city when there's probably definitely gonna be one. So, let's go.
So
Uh,
to go towards the embassy, you have to go from Solace and you have to leave. Well, you don't have to. You can either go from Solid Sea to Broyers, and then down to Evitmoy, which will then bring you to Jarrus and Elvoris, then finally Tissus, where the embassy is. Or you can go from Solace, go off of the main road, and then just cut straight to Jarrus, which will lead you to Elvoris and then Tissus.
Is anything we're doing time critical?
You see a Necrostorm in the distance.
Okay, so it's like still growing. Okay, I thought it was contained to that like city. Okay. Well, if that's still growing, then I would assume I'd want to get there as fast as possible. So I'll put Vixen will put her hand in the ring for just cutting straight through. I know some of the local flora and fauna anyway. I'm good. You can get there.
What does everybody else think? You want to go the long way or the short way?
What the long way is around the mountain, right?
No, the long way goes all the way up north.
Right.
Towards here. Let me get this back to the world map so I can actually show you.
Okay.
The long way will have you go from here all the way up, around, and then down.
I don't see your markings. Oh, I see.
So you confirm.
So that black outline
Yeah,
is the path. That's the long way.
Yeah, that path is the long way. The short way will have you do that.
Okay. So there are two paths to take. One's longer, one's shorter. Although I don't necessarily know the strengths of either option. It's not home after all.
Don, would I be able to know any general information about the paths?
Yes.
Because I've lived around here before.
Yes.
So I'd be like, one's genuinely probably safer or rougher than the other, right?
Yeah, you would know that the main road is definitely safer than this little side path because it is the main road and it is regularly traveled by merchants, guard details, going from city to city, so on and so forth. The side roads are much less traveled, especially by the merchants and the guards. Especially this one, because it cuts so close to the mountain, you are more likely to encounter wild animals, maybe bandits, but not really too much that you think is a risk to you guys, especially considering what you just went through.
Yeah, I'm like, I think we'll be fine.
The most that you're worried about is that, like, a wolf will attack some of the refugees.
Yeah, but I'm like, it's a wolf versus a necrostorm. So, I think Vixen will tell them all that. She'll be like, yeah, we could do this. And it's like genuinely safer because it's the main road, but there's not really anything we have to worry about going to the straight way. Like mostly the refugees, I think. And it's like a stray wolf, maybe, But I feel like we can handle it. And this feels like time critical. So it's like, do you want to die from a necrostorm or do you want to maybe get bit by a wolf? That's what she's gonna throw down.
Rari, Duzon, do you have anything to say?
Not really. Rory's just kind of rip. Rory's just been observing, kind of still contemplating the deeper mysteries of like all that's happened. A necrostorm, the idea of even like the tarot card sort of reading that was done. It's just like kind of lost in thought in a way.
Duzon, your thoughts?
So we're just still deciding between the short way and the long way, right?
Yeah.
So the short way is like all, like, the worst we could worry about is like a wolf getting to one of the refugees. Is that right?
Yeah, from what Vixen said, is like maybe mountain cats, wolves, something like that. Whereas the main road, you won't have to worry about that, but it'll take a bit longer.
That's a good question. I mean, here's the thing. If you were asking me, like Peter, I would be like, you know what? We got a big tree man and a big elk and a kobold with lightning breath and who's an assassin and an investigator who knows her shit. We could probably take him. But knowing Duzon, he's probably gonna say,
take the safer route. I don't want to lose anymore.
Safety is more important after facing a necrostorm. So, which is the safest option? The longer path, right?
believe so.
Alright.
Then the longer path it is.
With you guys choosing the longer path, the safer path, I'm going to have this represent you guys.
You.
Oh, that's pretty neat.
Power?
Oh yeah, that's pretty nifty.
Whatever's happening is probably really cool.
Okay, apparently it doesn't want to behave.
That's good. Verizon. I don't know what's cool.
I'm gonna have that represent you guys.
Alrighty.
You are here.
Okay.
The first day of travel is going to get you here.
Okay.
You don't really encounter anything. Just messengers on like literally horses designed for speed. Just kind of racing messages throughout the country, like, hear ye, Necrostorm destroys capital! Hear ye, Necrostorm destroys the capital!
Avast ye! Necrostorm destroys Elven capital! Open thy ears!
Necrostorm destroys the entire city of Brograst! After the next day, by the end of the next day, you guys arrive here. You can still see the Necrostorm in the distance as it swirls. Let's see.
Duzon,
Go ahead, Rari.
do necrostorms dissipate at all? Like on their own, or do they just linger like that one?
I'm not sure. I hid underground for the one I experienced to at least move out of the way. Whether it took somewhere else or dissipated, I do not know.
I hope it goes away soon. It would be awful if that spreads.
Yes.
As you are making your way, you encounter a traveling merchant.
Oh?
It is
Could
a
you say
traveling
it's,
merchant with a single cart behind it full of guards to protect said traveling merchant.
A wandering trader?
A wandering trader.
Oh,
Huh?
oh no.
Go ahead. Oh god, what have I done?
That is canonically how this person talks now, Peter. Congratulations.
Oh no!
Thanks. Now
Thanks, Peter.
Oh, great.
As this guy passes you guys, as this traveling merchant passes you guys by.
What?
Did he say something in the morning?
Don't think we can.
I'm trying to make it out.
No.
What are you saying, Vixen?
Good morning to you too.
Oh, good morning to you too.
Like I'm back in New York already.
Translator, anyone?
Don't look at me.
Listen, I've been dipping my toes in translation and transcribing. I can try to suss out what's going on here.
Okay.
The wandering trader just kind of shrugs and continues on his way unless one of you guys stop him.
Well, he's gonna opt not to.
How do you, like, what is he selling?
He
Put a bag on his back?
kind of stops for a second and opens up the side of his little cart.
I imagine he's doing this all excited as if someone's actually inquiring about what he has to sell.
Yeah, he's like,
Money! Okay, what's he got? Like, what's happening? What are you selling?
he is selling mainly.
What are you buying?
What's that?
It's like, what are you buying?
What you buying? What are you selling? He is selling mainly basic gear. Mainly food, rations of water, sleeping rolls, tents, rope, fishing gear, med kits, so on. So basic weapons. weaponry like a sword, a bow. Not really too much. Not really anything special.
Fair enough, fair enough.
Be like, and then closes the side of his thing and starts moving on.
We do have enough supplies for the rest of the survivors, right?
Yesterday we made him so much that we should.
Duzon can forge enough food for like 5 people. Was it right, Duzon?
I'm gonna double check that right now. I'm gonna double check that.
I know how to tell poisonous mushrooms from
Forger. There it is. Pretty much. Each time your proficiency rank in survival increases, double the number of additional creatures you can take around. So now I am currently trained in survival, I believe. Yeah, I'm trained in survival, which means that. So right now, I believe it is 5.
Okay.
Or 4. 5 including me.
So you can forge enough stuff for 5 people, and seeing as you don't need anything, Little Flame doesn't need anything. You have about 3 refugees left, so you can forge just enough for the for your refugees and your 2 fleshy party members.
Fleshy.
After Duzon forages for food for you guys, you continue to move on. Another day of travel is going to bring you guys about here. Encounter table, nothing happens. You sleep nice, you forage food in the morning, get your day's rations to all the people that are traveling with you, and then you move on.
It was the beach episode.
Yay!
What's that?
We made it to the beach episode.
You made it to the beach episode. On your last day of travel, you finally make it to the embassy and drop off the rest of your refugees, as well as warn those that have yet to be warned. Have more messages sent out, if messages weren't already.
Red! And that's the message. Just run!
Reeka, your mic's a bit muffly.
Yeah.
Come on. I had to drive to the store.
So, we are at the embassy. Rari is gonna go and look for materials to start making his traps.
Are you gonna do that in the city, in the embassy market?
Yeah.
Does the embassy have a market?
Oh. If not, then he's going to look for scraps that he could kind of jury rig into traps.
It does not have an official market, because it is more or less just an embassy town.
Gotta get up.
Is there like a general store, at least?
There are small, like, little, personal-owned stores, but not like a big market.
If it has materials that would merit, I do need to double check some of these snare materials and see if there's anything like really specific. I doubt it, but never hurts to double check.
So
Not a
are you
night
gonna go
market.
to, like, the local, like, I guess you could call it a general store?
Yeah, basically functionally a general store. Where it's like, yeah, you need like some rope. We got rope. You need some basic supplies. We got basic supplies.
You
You
want it?
go.
It's yours, my friend.
You go into the general store and you see a human behind the counter. It is a short human male with tannish skin, brown eyes, black hair, wearing
Mm-hmm.
wearing a blue apron with the name tag on that says Patrick.
Oh my god, it's fantasy version Austin.
Okay. Hello. Patrick. Was it?
Yeah, this is Patrick.
Oh no!
Do you happen to have some supplies for like travels? We've come a long way. Rope, anything of that persuasion?
He looks to the wall directly next to you that has all sorts of different types of ropes on it. No, I think we're allowed.
Right. How much are the things on that wall over there?
You're asking about the rope, right?
Yeah.
That's a good question. How much is rope worth? A length of rope is 5 silver.
Hmm. Okay.
We
And
also have
would you
magical-
have any hooks?
He was gonna say, we also have magical variants if you want to spend a little extra.
No need. Just the ordinary rope will be fine.
As for hooks,
Um.
we have your grappling hook, we have your climbing hook, we have your meat hook, we have
Uh-huh.
riding hook. As he's saying this, you realize that there's only one hook on the wall, and he's just looking at it every time he says a different type of hook.
Oh. You know, it's fine. I will look somewhere else. Thank you, though.
Have a good day.
Oh, finding the supplies for snares is really a little bit more difficult than I thought. Let's see.
He's also like, as you leave, he's like, oh, it could also be used as a fishing hook. And it just keeps going on about all the different types of hooks that the one hook can be used as.
Oh, great. Good. Sensing this man is lacking the particular lights on upstairs to help Rari in any effective capacity, he's just gonna, as he's listing off the different uses of that hook, he's just go somewhere else.
Did you end up buying the rope or no?
No.
Alright, Does anybody else want to do anything?
So we're in the town now, right?
Yeah, you're in the embassy town.
I want to. What was my goal to get here?
Drop off the rest of the refugees.
And
I don't know what else.
I want to
you
warn,
do
like,
after that.
I wanted to check and see. I want to see if I can find this place's leader and make sure he knows that, hey, don't want to alarm you. There's an echo storm that might be coming this way.
Vixen.
So
you would
start
know
digging
who,
some holes.
Vixen, you would definitely know who the mayor of this place is. You used to live here.
Yeah, I can just guide you to the mayor. The mayor, I'm definitely going to remember his name.
His name, he is an elf. But it's actually two mayors. There's an elf mayor and there's a human mayor. One that's actually in the embassy in the country. The human mayor is named. I'm trying to think of a good name. His name is Freddie. Freddie Galvenstein.
Freddie Gallenstein?
Yeah, Freddie Gallenstein.
Sure.
And the elvish mayor's name is Figgenhold Longbottom.
Figgenhold Longbottom.
And these are these are definitely not names that I just made up.
Yeah, these are elected officials.
They
of
are
course.
elected officials, and they have been for years.
I've been for years. I'm just like, oh, okay. Which big man you want to talk to? The human big man or the elf big man? I know which one I could probably hear. So which one do you need to talk?
It really depends on what you're trying to do. If you're trying to do more elvish things, you would probably want to go to the elvish mayor. But if you're trying to do more, like, I wouldn't even say human things, but like, if you're like, for example, of what Duzon is trying to do of spread a message, that would be better to go towards the human mayor than the elf mayor.
Yeah, true. I can show you the human mayor, Freddie Valentine. Just made before, so I would vote for this man.
Yes. Let us go.
I did vote for him. Your face everywhere. But your vote counts from a bunch of posters everywhere.
Yes.
You mean that? So you said one of the mayors is in the embassy and one of them just lives in the state.
Yeah, the human mayor would be in the embassy, whereas the elvish mayor would be in the actual, like, town hall.
So I'm like, you want to go to the embassy then? You want to go straight to the top? Where is it? In the middle or near the coast? The coast? Or it's like the middle? I'm trying to think if I remember seeing it on the map.
Yeah, you would know where it is, especially considering you have a map of this place and also you grew up here.
Yeah. I'm like, I know where to go. You want to go see the big man in charge? I think it's one of the big men in charge.
Take me to him.
And it's like walks off. Maybe like so high to a couple random people that recognize it. Oh my god, Eric! That's so big! And your horn grew in. That's so cute. Bye.
They kind of like squint and look at you, and they're like, "Oh yeah, you."
Someone you definitely did not like in high school.
How are you? What are you up to?
Oh, I'm just traveling around the world studying exotic cultures, languages, and history. It is like actually fascinating how much we don't know but we think we know. You know?
Uh-huh.
The entirety of like her childhood was nerd. Go
It,
about her friends.
it really
Who is this man
seems
as a
like
friend?
you really haven't changed all that much, huh?
No! Why would I?
No reason, no reason.
Like she has not calmed down. If anything, it's racked up because now she's more excited about things she doesn't know. She's like, I almost died a couple of times. It was invigorating.
Well, I have stuff to do, so I'm gonna go.
Oh yeah, no, good stuff. Awesome. Nice catching up with you. Bye.
Yeah, see you around.
Let's get out of here.
Let's get the fuck out of here.
All right, man. Oh my god, it's so annoying.
You know, even though they said that, she fully believes that was a great conversation. She's like, oh my god, I'm so glad I got to talk to her. She's blissfully unaware of how people think about her for real. She's just like, yeah, that was great, right?
Great social interaction. 100% success.
100%. She's not autistic coded at all.
So you reach pretty much the center of this town and get to the embassy.
Yeah.
There is
Good.
really there's a few people there, but other than that, there's not really a huge line. If you are gonna wait in line for at least a little bit.
Yeah.
As you get there, there's an old lady Gladys at the table. Just, take your number, and when you're ready, we'll call for you.
Oh, of course it's Gladys.
You look great today, Gladys. She takes the number.
She kind of like adjusts her glasses. Oh, you're back in town. What are you up to?
You know, just on a bunch of cultural exchanges, trying to really better the city, you know, foster, like, you know, what is it, good work, teamwork amongst the races and cities. And, you know, there's death coming, the gigantic swarm of the death is coming, but, you know, nothing crazy.
Oh, well, you'll have to let me know. Write me a transcript sometime.
Oh, that, just you, the male's girl, you're looking great. I just realized that as I was talking to all these people I think she knows, she's starting to get like a weird New Yorker accent, and I'm going with that now. You know how like when you're not around your hometown, sometimes you lose the accent. That's her. It tries to sound very posh, but it's all New York, baby. Water. You gotta sit down though. You gotta process. You can't rush these things, you know. Not the computer. Good.
Sorry about that. My uncle just got home.
Yeah, okay.
So you take your number and you're about you're like 15 or so. Peter?
Huh?
You take your number and you're number 15.
Out of? Well, actually, no. 15, and who's up next?
The number that has recently been called was 10.
Alright, that's not bad.
Okay.
So you are going to choose to stay there. You're waiting about maybe 20 minutes at most before your number gets called. Number 15, the ambassador is ready to see you. She looks over and sees you with ticket 15. Oh, he's going to love this one.
Yes.
She points you to a door, and opens it for you.
Thank you.
Somebody walks out, looks at you, and just goes, "Holy!" As you walk in, then the door closes behind you before you could hear him finish his sentence. It's like, "Holy!" And then behind the desk, looking at papers, hasn't really looked up at you yet. It's just like, all right. What's the problem with the elves today?
The Elven capital. It has been overtaken by an echo storm.
He looks up from his paper. Ah, one of Borealis's guards. Okay, cool. Right. There's I've heard about this. I've sent a word out. Do you need something specific?
I merely wanted to make sure you knew. And to warn you that it may or may not be on the move.
Yeah, you gotta get stuff in order, you know? And bad stuff. Don't want that to happen.
Right. So I will send word out to maybe get some mages out there that we can maybe dispel that thing. But I definitely have sent word out already that this thing exists.
What have you done to prepare your town?
Trying my best.
Is he like a competent man? Like, historically speaking?
He has done his best for this town, but the Elvish ambassador makes it just so hard for this man to do anything policy-wise.
I can already imagine he has bags under his eyes.
Oh yeah, he looks very tired, and he has a very long... You know how, in, offices, the coffee is made in large pots?
Yeah.
He has one of those large pots on his desk, and it's about half empty.
There's no cup.
Dang.
There is no cup.
Oh, gosh. Straight from the tap.
Okay.
Nice.
I have some sympathy. I'm like, he probably really is. The Elven Embassy, they're very elven.
I can try my best, but when they put limits on the important things I want to do to make this town better for the people...
I would like it if you prioritized keeping them safe.
That is my sole priority, is to keep the people of this embassy town safe.
Is there
Good.
anything else we could do that?
What'd you say, Vixen?
Is there anything you can think of that we could do to help you keep this town more safe?
He kind of looks away and mutters under his breath. If you want to hear what he says, feel free to roll perception.
No one here. Yeah. 23.
23, he's like, you could kill the elvish ambassador.
Well, I believe to be hesitant, but now I'm remembering that has murdered a bunch of people. So, make it away.
He realizes you kind of heard him. He's like, anyway, please don't do that.
No, of course not.
Really, there's not too much you guys can do. You brought survivors. You did bring survivors, right?
Yes.
Okay, they'll be attended to. He kind of like rubs away some sleep from under his eyes and drinks a bit of the coffee from the pot. There's really not much more I can do right now specifically. I've had messengers be sent out. I can try and summon mages here to get them to go to the storm and maybe dispel it. But knowing the other guy, he's gonna block that from happening because it's a waste of resources.
Do you have any mages or alchemists on staff already?
We do have alchemists on staff, but I think that might be a little out of his pay grade.
I don't know. I could try to help him somewhat. Be like, hey, you do something. It's better than nothing.
I'll ask him if he can do anything, but no promises.
You know, it's not important, but if you can, also ask him how to make a walking cauldron. I'm trying to do that.
I'm not gonna do that.
Just, you know, I know, death, everybody's in danger, but also, like, you know, it's getting really heavy to carry around.
See, that really sounds like a personal question, and if you want to ask him that question, you can get out of my office and go ask him that question, whereas I'm stuck here doing paperwork that'll inevitably get rejected by the other guy.
True. God. Oh. I probably wouldn't have even got into his office if we tried to go through the office.
I would not recommend going to his office, but that's only because I hate interacting with him.
Yeah.
And he makes my job about 20,000 times harder than it should be.
Yeah. That's what we do wrong. There's not much we can do here. I mean, it's not like... God, he did input the thought of killing the elven ambassador in my mind, and I'm like, could we get away with it? Oh my God. People.
What?
There is a unopened thing of soda on my walk with my dog.
Wait,
I'm
did you find more candy or something?
Yeah, there's a big ass thing of soda. It's unopened.
What's with you and just finding random shit while walking your dog?
Bro?
People would not believe me. The things that I find that wait, maybe they are leaving offerings to like a deity or something, and I'm just unknowingly feeding their obsession by like taking them. I'm leaving this one though. I'm gonna leave it alone. I'm not gonna know more. The offering has been rejected. Whatever happens, happens.
Whatever happens, happens.
I honestly don't know what will happen, but it's been rejected. It was that, however they want it.
What if it's not even a specific offering to you? It's just a general offering, and whoever accepts it just gets it.
Like a community thing. It's like, hey, get out some free shit because we don't want it. Like, that'd be nice. But it's always in the woods, and I don't know why, but that makes it feel more like, you know, esoteric. Like in the crux of a tree or something. I don't know. It's very esoteric. This guy is basically telling us we've done all we can. Nothing more we can do to help. I mean, like, what are we seeing? Do we stay here with the Necrostorm on the horizon?
Say again?
I said, so he's saying that we've done all we can, there's not really much we can help. So I'm like, do we stay here with the Necrostorm arriving?
You could stay here, you could go, you can charter a ferry to go back to, mainland, Republic land.
Oh, the Republic. The old Republic.
Yeah, you guys are here right now. You can very easily just charter a boat from the tip of this little area down to this peninsula right here.
Okay. I'll be like, yeah, just like, give me a little, you could, you know, sticky note with the alchemist's address. He was like, I'll go there and ask him my questions. And I think that's all he really came to do, was to warn you. Be like, hey, danger, people might die. Get ready. And if worst comes to worst, if it's like one dude over the lives of your citizens, maybe an assassin should be pardoned.
So you're gonna go the alchemist then, huh?
Yeah.
Alright, he's gonna tell you where to find him, in the smallish hut bordering town, because he does a lot of experiments with potions and whatnot.
Something like that, dude.
Other than that, he is going to kindly ask you to leave his office so that he can get his work done and help the next person if there is a next person.
Well, seeing you, all that capacity can't be that good to you, but also I understand why you need it.
And with that, I will be right back.
Ooh, this is definitely interesting.
Alright, I'm back. So, while Vixen is making their way to the alchemist, does anybody else want to do anything?
Not really. I mean, is there anyone from my home thieves guild in the area that I would perhaps recognize?
Go ahead and roll me a perception check.
Alright. Perception. 16.
You said 16, right?
Yes.
With a 16, you do recognize somebody familiar.
Hey.
Oh, familiar face finally. Who exactly? Do I know them on a first name basis or a general sense?
I will show you what they look like in just a second.
Perfect.
Come on, move over. There you go. You see this man.
Oh,
Bro.
but
Oh.
oh, I know who this is.
Rocket Raccoon.
Cat's
That is
paw.
definitely not no.
Oh, if it was cat's paw, you know exactly what I'd be using for the token.
Oh yeah.
Oh. Oh, and I would also be extremely terrified if it was Catchball, because Mans could break Rari in half. I'm trying to remember his name.
It's in our DMs. I know it is.
It isn't. Yes, I know. I'm just reading it carefully. Ah. Hey, Cat. How's it been?
He just keeps walking, and it's just like, if you want the dog, keep up.
He will. He'll match his stride.
He kind of just.
So what brings you
his head
to-
on his shoulders. On
What brings
business.
you to this?
He's just kind of like, I'm on business. What do you want?
What kind of business in this abysmal place? Not the embassy, more so beyond it.
Information is money.
Ah. Oh, that is definitely a fun adventure you're going on. Anything new, before you came here? Did you come here recently?
He's going to repeat himself. Information is money.
Oh, that's right. Always with the money, with the info. Well, I do have a bit of cash to spare. Let me look at my little wallet and see how much money I have. How much am I willing to give for a little taste of information? He hands him about 10 gold. How much for that? Of course, we can keep it as discreet as need be, if it would compromise your goals.
He kind of rubs over the gold with one of his claws, just nods, and then shoves it in one of his pockets. I am here to make sure business goes well as usual. Insurance, as you say.
Naturally.
I was. Let's see where he was. He was. Okay, so that's where he was. I was up by Orktown.
Hmm.
They make fun racket.
I haven't been, but I will definitely give it a look. It sure as heck beats Elven country. I'm sure of that at least.
They snap you like a twig.
Oh. Yeah, I suppose so. But I have company. So, if I need to demonstrate my might in numbers.
You and with the pairing up, I always see that associates make you more vulnerable.
To some extent. In others, it covers your back when you least expect it.
I cover my own back.
Yeah. Yours is always intel. Mine, more so, well, acquiring and repossession.
But for specifics, I'm here to convince somebody to do something. Let a little something slip by. What hurt will it do?
I can't imagine anything you're trying to convince will, be too much of a concern to whomever it is that it concerns.
If it is
After all, you are very insistent.
if it is concern, it will not be. That is my job.
Mm. Well, as you probably figured, there's a necrostorm going on. Do tread carefully around it. You don't want to be caught in its, how would I put it? Torrent, radius, something or other. It is almost soul crushing. First-hand experience. We just escaped that sucker. And I have no idea if it's gonna spread. Though I'm sure you're capable of handling yourself. You always have.
He's gonna see if he knows what a necrostorm is. That is a 24. He knows what it is. That is, what the blighted dwarf town, no?
Yeah. But that was like old news. This is unlike that, I think. I've only heard stories from one of my associates. He was supposed to protect the town, but he didn't. He protected most of them, and
He's not good at job.
well, I think he didn't get much of a warning from whoever cast it. We fought that individual, actually.
Really?
We beat him, I think. Not to the point of death, which would have been ideal, but to the point where he tucked his tail and ran. We lost track of him.
He kind of nods. Castor is usually a coward.
Yeah. Speaking of that, if you get any intel on this guy, and I cross paths with you again as we head our separate ways, I'll have some good coin for you on that information. I'll take weaknesses, how to kill this guy, or what his plans are.
He kind of
If you could
nods.
find those.
He kind of nods as just like description.
He's a wizard. He was expelled from his school in this elvish community. As far as looks are concerned, can I recall knowledge?
Yeah, go ahead.
Alright, what skill should I use for that recall? Underworld. I'm just spitfiring random things.
That's up to you. You use whatever thing will work best.
Huh?
You know what? I'm gonna go with society. After all, news of an expunged or expelled wizard would be quite popular news, as I'm sure it's not that common. And that will be a 16.
You can recall what he looks like. You never knew his name or anything like that. But basically, he was wearing dark brown, almost like dirty brown robes. He was an elf, a shorter elf, only about 5'6". He had like a very shoddy, like almost like scraggly white beard. His eyes were very weird. You didn't get a really direct look at his eyes. That's more Duzon did, though. You know Duzon definitely got a good look at his eyes.
Right.
All you know is that Duzon was looking into this dude's eyes and he just kind of froze. Other than that, he was wearing a ring of the conquer, enslave, destroy, like almost like forgotten clan of elves.
It's conquer,
Slave.
destroy.
Destroy.
Correct me if I'm wrong.
That's it.
Okay. Okay, so here's what I got so far. 5'6". Don't look in the eyes. Don't know the color, but don't look into them. They freeze. Dirty brown robes and the ring.
He was also very pale.
Pale skin. Got it. And of course, just by hearing him speak, talking about it's all a game. Like, just ramblings of a madman, which is why he got expelled.
He kind of nods and just like... He has been writing this down the whole time and then just kind of folds up the paper and slips it in his breast pocket. I will keep my ear to the ground, as they say.
Much appreciated. Good luck on your endeavor.
He nods.
Now, where are the others?
Are you asking him this?
No. He's just muttering to himself,
asking.
really.
What'd you say, Rika?
I said he's asking God.
He's asking I'm gonna assume you said that out loud because you didn't say you said it in your head.
Yeah, no, not to myself, like in my head, like I'm talking to myself out loud. Is what I meant.
Cat is gonna turn to you. They are, how you say? He kind of like thinks of the riddle that he was told. Under the cloud, above the sea.
Under the sea.
Knock very twice. Say something for me. I don't remember the riddle.
We have so many of them, don't we?
And they change constantly.
Frustrating, I know. That should give me a rough idea of where they are. Well, catch you on the other side. Hopefully, you don't succumb to whatever this caster has in store.
Please, it takes more than some puny wizard to take me up.
I sure hope so. He seems like a real threat.
He kind of tips his hat and tosses you a silver.
He catches the silver.
Alexi from Madagascar 3.
What?
Now to search for the group, Duzon and Vixen.
Vixen, you are at the alchemist house. Duzon, where are you?
Good question. I'm gonna assume I left the embassy and just went with Vixen wherever she went.
Okay. So you are at the alchemist house with Vixen, and Little Flame has just been sticking with you the whole time, Duzon.
Little Flame, yes.
Little flame.
Little Flame.
Yo, that's Little Flame up in the house.
He about to spit some fire bars.
Prince gets it. Anyway.
Go off.
Rari, you kind of, you actually don't know where they are, because they didn't tell you where they were going.
Yes, fair enough.
What do you
Right.
do and try to find out where they are?
Well, I do know. Basically, I could just use my society to kind of navigate, if I were a super intelligent person who likes to tinker with, monster guts and other weird eccentric items, where would I go?
That's pretty on point for him.
So could I use society for that?
Yeah, you could use society for that.
That's an 18.
The first thing you think of is like a tinker shop or something like that. But even if you you don't know where anything like that is.
Okay. Well, guess I'd have to find a tinker shop somewhere, or a somewhat of a stall. I'll have to bump into him somewhere.
Alright, I'm gonna have you sent to wandering aimlessly.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, it's like, they could be here, but they could also be there.
Yeah, Rory's gonna vet all of his options until he inevitably bumps into them.
Rory's lost.
Rari is currently wandering aimlessly.
That's
Which way are you going?
the name of this episode, Rory's
The-
lost.
Rory's
Rory,
lost.
finding Rory.
Finding Rari.
Yeah, what's that? Oh, it's that, which way should I go? Which way are you going? I don't know. Then it really doesn't
Well,
matter.
who was that?
Which
Walt
way
Whitman?
you go? No, Cheshire Cat. If you don't know where you're going, it doesn't matter which way you go.
Vixen and Duzon, you guys arrive at the little alchemist hut.
Oh my god, it's so cute. I can smell the potion fumes.
I won't be able to fit in there.
Yeah, probably not. We could just make sure no one comes to jump us. I don't know. I would hope not, but he doesn't seem like he has enemies.
Let us hope not.
Yeah, I guess I would probably just there's like a door, I would just knock on the door.
Yeah, there's
I don't think I got his name from the mayor.
There's instead of a door, there is a gargoyle head just on a stone wall.
Oh. I just thought, walk up to that.
As you approach the gargoyle
Is it-
head, its eyes open and they're kind of glowing a slight blue. Oi, 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 what's all this then?
Oh, hi. What's the mayor said I could find an alchemist here?
You're looking for Finnick.
Finnick. Yeah, it's a nice name, actually.
The,
Is Finnick here right now?
Yeah, they're in. Let me see if they want you or not. The gargoyle head just kind of sinks into the stone wall, leaving nothing behind.
Oh god. Okay.
And after a few minutes, the gargoyle just kind of morphs back out. I was like, yeah, you could come in. And then the gargoyle's mouth
Awesome.
opens up wide for you.
Oh. Getting very Owl House. Okay. Just step into the mouth of the gargoyle.
Little Flame is going to follow you.
Fair enough. I need some backup.
Can I duck down and try to fit in there, or is that not happening?
Let's find out.
Maybe it's like Doctor Who, it's bigger on the inside.
Let's hope.
You know, it's some
Let's
TARDIS
hope.
stuff going on here.
Mm-hmm.
I do love the idea though, it looks very like squallery. And then we step in and it's like a whole thing.
Are you trying to get through this space quickly, or are you trying to get through this space just like taking your time?
I'm being careful because I know I'm big.
Alright,
Yeah.
That in my head is like a bunch of tree leaves.
I'm gonna say you can make it through, but it is a tight space for you.
Imagine the shopkeeper's like, "Oh, greetings."
It is a tight space for you right up until you get to the other side of the door. In which
Bigger on the inside.
it's not that much bigger on the inside, but it's big enough to where Duzon can at least stand up straight.
Okay. I can work with this.
Non Doctor Who level, but he can stand. Okay, gotcha.
It
Good
basically
enough.
goes from him squat walking and crab walking to him standing up straight.
Okay.
If a little
Totally.
hunched.
Well, that's fine. He can deal.
Yes, I can deal.
Finnick kind of like turns around with these big like Coke bottle glasses on. His face is kind of just black from an explosion. He pulls
My
off
type of
his
man.
goggles and wipes his face off. Oh, Hi there. I'm Finnick. Who are you? As he introduces himself, this is a small, halfling woman.
Oh. Change it. Be. Hi, I'm Vixen, and this is my companion Duzon. I asked the mayor if there was an alchemist in town, and he sent me to you, because I also dabble in alchemy.
Oh, you do? That's fantastic! They kind of clap their hands together. Ooh, I have some things to show you.
Oh my god, I want to see everything. Literally leave nothing out. She found her people, finally.
They kind of run over to a chest. They're like, they knock on it. What's the password? Just open, you idiot. Okay, gosh, don't have to be so mean.
Yeah, come on, man.
And then the chest is gonna open. She starts.
You're gonna make Big Joey cry.
Throwing stuff over her shoulder.
Is it like a... Is this like a mimic chest that she's used as an actual chest? Because that's beautiful.
You notice that on top of the chest is actually a gargoyle's head. And the head is actually aligned with the same like greenish blue hue that the other gargoyle had.
She got a theme. I respect the theme.
And then she pulls out blueprints.
This is better than shopping for clothes.
This is better than.
We all know it's better than.
Yes, I'm not gonna.
We all know.
I'm not gonna say it for stream purposes.
She slaps down the blueprints and opens it and puts it into the basically holding it down with blueprint clamps.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Vixen is like so ADHD right now. She is vibrating.
So I've been
genuinely vibrating.
I've been working on this new design, but I need materials and I need people who know how to work a forge and I need so many things.
Right. The design, what is it? Can I tell what it is from a glance, or do?
You look at it and this is a foreign object to you. This is something entirely new.
Oh my god, stars in her eyes. It's physical. It's like Steven Universe. You know those stars going to his eyes? That's her right now. She's like, oh, I have no idea what this is, and that's amazing. She's just like, what is it?
And as she goes to explain what this is, that's where we're going to leave off tonight's session.
Dang, got my girl hyped too. Running so fast, and then
Where is Rari going?
yeah.
Right, find out on the next episode of on the Fourth Wall. Rari is lost.
Will Vixen blow up because she's writing so fast in her notebook it's catching fire? We don't know.
Right.
Will Duzon and Flame build a better relationship? Will Vixen get herself together to actually pay attention to what she's hearing? Will Rari find his way back? Find out on the next episode of Beyond the Fourth Wall.
Next thing you know, it's just like a Walmart where it's like party of two, found a lost kobold in the where was he found again?
You just get like a
Rari,
loudspeaker announcement from a crystal.
You want to know something interesting?
Sure.
You actually have no idea where you are because you weren't paying attention to where you were walking when you were talking with Kat.
Oh, lovely.
But as for
Well,
all of
me
you
blueprints.
watching the stream, thank you for watching. You can find any VODs and previous streams on the YouTube channel of the same name at the Magic DM. Have a wonderful night.
Hammy wonders
Have a good night,
night.
everybody.
Mm-hmm.